When it comes to attracting overseas clients, there are two sets of people on this table. Number one, you have the people that are throwing a lot of darts in the dark and magically hoping that one that will hit the target, and then they will have an overseas client in their DM. And then there are some other set of people that they know where the target is and they know how to hit that target consistently. Now today in this video, I am going to be talking to people who are shooting a lot of darts in the dark and help you optimize your processes for attracting overseas clients. Shall we? So the first point is to not start afresh. I know it may sound counterintuitive. I mean, me telling you that you want to move in this direction, don't do the things that will make you go in this direction. Just don't. I know it doesn't make sense, but just stick with me. A lot of people, when they hear this is what you need to do to attract clients, they just drop everything that they are doing and then chase that shiny new strategy to implement. And then when it doesn't work, they come back again. Usually, what I tell people is that instead of dropping everything that you were doing, how about you recall a past experience that you have had that is similar to what you want to achieve? So for example, a lot of freelancers, a lot of creatives, most people have had an experience of working with an overseas client. Let's be honest. You know, people tell me, I remember working with something in 2018, 2017. So what happened then? What were you doing in 2017? Right? Most people forget what they were doing back then, but they just remember that they worked then and then they forget everything that happened. How about you recall that experience? What are the things that was working? What did you do that brought this person into your domain, into your vicinity? What are the things that you were doing? And then try to document and implement it in your current strategies or tactics. Some people may probably be that they are experimenting all around back then, you know. The ginger of, I just got into this field, you're implementing, and then someone just came in and that was it, right? And for some other people, it may just be that you're just posting just once every blue moon, you know, once in a month or something. And through that, because your work was evergreen, people came in. So take a stock of your past experiences and see what are the things that you can apply into your current realities. The second point is to not continue to do the same thing over and over again. Now, I know some of you might want to crucify me for this because I just mentioned one point that felt stylistically similar to this, but hear me out. And some might want to hold me accountable to the fact that I always talk about consistency. Fine. You need to be consistent, let's be honest. But then you need to recognize moments that you need to pivot or just go in another direction. Sometimes doing that thing over and over again is complicating your effort. And for some people, it may just be that the ignorance of the mechanism and the infrastructure that is going to help them achieve that objective, they haven't come into that awareness yet. So for example, you know that for you to attract any clients at all, you need visibility. But then for you to attract clients beyond your borders, you need visibility times 3. Or times 2, right? Just increase that large pool. Now, because some people don't understand that mechanism, they just stay in their shells. They are comfortable doing what they can. Maybe because some people, WhatsApp status is okay for them. You're not going to attract foreign clients from WhatsApp. Maybe except if you have foreign contacts too, which is fine. Or you have HNWI contact list. That's cool, right? Or for some people, you've been posting content, but then your followers is still under 100 followers, like for the past 1 year. That means what you're doing is not working, and you need to change strategies. You need to change what you're doing. So recognize moments where you need to pivot or where you need to just go in another direction entirely. Now, the last point is to not get comfortable with just taking micro leaps. This is what I mean. Don't take long taking multiple micro steps. Sometimes combine it with macro leaps, big steps. I'll share an experience that illustrates this. So back in 2020, is it 2020 I think, I pushed a content to Chris. So Chris, for people who don't know Chris is a big influencer in the design entrepreneurship space. I pushed the content to him back then to cross collaborate on, to post on his profile and hopefully tag me or something like that. The first attempt was cricket. He didn't allow it because the content felt like it felt regular, right? A year later, I picked another content of mine which I felt like this message is actually strong. Then I shared it to him. He accepted and posted that content. Overnight, I got about 2,000 followers, and then in about 24-hour period that followed, I got about 5, 6, I think almost close to 10,000 followers just from Chris alone. Now, that's an example of what I'm trying to illustrate. I mean, I've been posting content every day before that period. I've been taking those small steps, and of course, I've grown my followers to a considerable level. But that act sourced my visibility. You know, it's like when something just shock you. There's no how you feel that instant jolt all across your body, all across your organs and everything. And then that was the way it felt at the time, you know. From there henceforth, things change and my visibility, like every time I push content, then I usually get like 1,000 likes and all that, which is fantastic, to be honest. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Sometimes you don't just get comfortable with, okay, I'm pushing content, which is good. You get comfortable with, oh, okay, I am sending emails, which is fine. What are those big things that you think you can do? See, you know them, but it's just that sometimes you are scared, or sometimes you feel like it's too big, or sometimes you feel like you can't do all this thing. And then, you know, let me tell you something. If you take 5 big steps, if you plan to take like 5 big chances, there is 90% probability that one of them will hit for you. And that one that hits, it's instantly going to blow you up. I'm sure you can relate to all these things I'm saying. So I'm not saying you should not take those small leaps. Take them. In fact, let it form the crux of your growth. But as much as possible, always don't be scared to take that massive step. Don't be scared to take that macro leap. It's all going to work for good. I hope that with these 3 points, I've been able to shift your perspective on attracting overseas clients, and you're able to weave them into your process, into helping you achieve your objective. So if you have watched this video up to this point and you still haven't subscribed, well, this is your chance to do so. And I will see you in the next video.